Hello, so in this video I'm going to be showing and talking a little bit about the cheap socket set which I just picked up from Lidl. I've had these before in the past, but they seem to have updated them, and they're so cheap. It was only £12.99 for it. So this is it. It's 46 piece set. You've got from sockets from number 4 to 14 in millimeters, a couple of extensions, some different Allen keys, a load of Allen keys, Torx, Phillips, posi drive, flatheads, a flexi, screwdriver handle that you can put the ratchet in the end. It really does come with a lot of stuff. I have one of these which I use to work on the bikes, but it's a little bit old now. So I figured while they had one in stock, I might as well just get a new one. But yeah, a few things have changed since the older version that I had. The set I have now actually is in a different box, but the original box that Lidl done these in, and Audi even did a set. In fact, I bought the Audi one, but they were both pretty much the same. Is the hinge here and the little clasp, where this is metal and this has a hinge that I'm guessing has some kind of maybe plastic, or yeah, it looks like plastic pins were interlocked, so that's not too bad. But the other one, it just had a piece of plastic which joined it, and then the plastic would flex, and same for the tab that held it closed. So over time they just break off, which isn't the best. The other issue that you used to have with the old set, which looks like they've improved, is the handle onto the ratchet. It was a round shaft, and then the handle went on, and then over time what could happen is that the handle would come loose and start to twist. So now this is a square rectangle kind of flat shaft that looks like that won't be a problem anymore. And the one I got from Audi, you couldn't put the ratchet in the end. I think I just said that, but just in case I didn't. And they've included the wobble bars. So this has got a wobble function and a lock function. So if I grab a socket, I can push it on. If you push it down all the way, it's locked, it doesn't move around. And then if you push it off a bit to that position, it now wobbles around, which gives you just a little bit of movement. That can be very handy, especially working on a car. But yeah, I just think these are great for the money. There's chrome vanadium steel, S2 steel for the bits, and they just last. Like they are good. The only thing I did do with mine, my older set, and I'll probably do with this at some point, is swap the ratchet for a high quality one, because these are fine, but I'd rather have a better quality one if possible. But the rest of it, as far as I'm concerned, is definitely up to the job. And yeah, let's see if it says on here what it has. So I'll run through what it has. I'll spin it around to aim at me. So you've got 4mm, 4.5, 5, 5.5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14. So a nice run of sockets. The little 1/4 inch ratchet. You get the bit handle, which is also an extension bar. This doesn't have the wobble on the end. Then you get the flexi, which is pretty good as well for getting into awkward spots, working around little corners. Although this one, I've noticed that that bit isn't sitting dead straight on the top, but to be honest, it isn't really going to matter. You get a little socket adapter, so you can attach your sockets or bits into say perhaps a drill. 4 little Allen keys. Does it say what size they are? 1.27 millimeters, 1.5 millimeters, 2 millimeters, and 2.5 millimeters. So that can be handy. The 2 extensions in different sizes. The little T-bar, which does actually come in handy, because there will be times when you'll want to do 2 things at once. So that can be very handy. Then you've got the universal joint, which again is designed for working in awkward angles. So you can have your socket on there and work at a bit of an angle. It's really handy. And then yeah, you've got loads of bits up here. So we've got 3mm, 4mm, 5, 6, 7, 8, all in the hex. Then we've got the Phillips drive in 1, 2 and 3. Then we've got flatheads in 4mm, 5.5mm and 7mm. Then we've got posi drive in 1, 2 and 3, same as that. And then we've got the Torx in the T10, T15, T20, T25, T30 and T40. It is a really comprehensive set. I have, you know, other sockets that go up to larger sizes and stuff, but for the most part this does do the job. You know, and if you're just working on bicycles, which I'm guessing many of the viewers of my channel will be, this is a great tool, I think, especially for the money, because it, you know, you can do all your Allen key bolts, you can do any, if you've got older mountain bikes, say, and it's got the 9mm bolts to hold on the derailleur cables, and then you might have a 10mm to hold on, I don't know, maybe some brake calipers on BMXs or whatever have you, you know. So it's just a good bit of kit. There's a couple of things that I'm going to do to it, which are going to make it work that little bit nicer. And what they are is I'll open up this ratchet and put in some oil, because although it moves quite nice, I know from when I've had these before, if you put some oil in there, they run a little bit smoother and even a little bit quieter. And then I'll even drop some oil in the ball bearings on these. So what I do is put the socket on partially, so it's depressing the ball bearing, then I just put 1 drip of oil, and I'll do that on all of those, and that'll really help them move a little bit smoother. And you know, if any moisture got in there, it would help, you know, stop it getting in there, I guess, if there's a bit of oil. But yeah, I just thought I'd show that, because it is just a bargain. Like, you don't have to upgrade the ratchet, you don't really have to oil it, you could just crack on with it as it is. But I will just oil it, and then what I think I'll do is I'm going to use this for a week at least, and just use it as it is. I will oil those parts, as I said, and then I'll use it as it is, and then I'll make another video and you know, say if there's any issues and any quality control issues. But from my previous experience with having tools from Lidl, and even from Aldi, to be fair, they are good. Like, genuinely, they do tend to hold up quite well. Yeah, I mean, I've had ratchet spanners from Aldi, and they were a little bit on the, you know, not very good, to be honest. They're a bit kind of cheap and nasty. But I've tried quite a few of their hand tools. It's mainly the socket sets that I've had. And yeah, I'm just blown away by them. You know, for £13, it's just so cheap. You know, so cheap. But yeah, so thanks for watching. If you are thinking of buying one of these, I'd recommend them. I mean, I don't think I need to say this, but I'm certainly not sponsored to you know, to say anything good about these, and I did pay for it with my own money. But I just recommend them. I just think they're just so cheap. Like, where else can you get all of these tools for £12.99 in a sturdy case? Like, I just don't know. I mean, you could probably go on eBay and buy something for a similar price, but it won't work. You know, it'll be made of the worst materials, and it just won't be good. Whereas these do tend to last. But I'll see you in the next video, where I would have used it and abused it, and we'll test you'll sort of prove my, what should you say? Prove my assertion that they're good quality. So yeah, there we go. Thanks for watching. Feel free to subscribe if you like this kind of thing, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, bye.